How y'all doing today? Back with another video. You know the vibes. We're getting into how we can relate a Bible verse into the pages of The Waiting For It by young Pueblo into this in this channel's Limitless Grind. Great. At the end, we'll be praying for this wonderful lesson I'm gonna learn, but also just praying for you to have a wonderful day, man. So let's get started to it, man. Page 163. Throw away the idea that letting go is quick and is only needed once. The bigger the hurt, the deeper it is carved into the mind. Unbinding old patterns, building healthy responses to life are long-term projects. Health requires patience and repetition. And be intentional, do not give up. On page 163, right? It's easy to point fingers. This is page 164. It's easy to point fingers when you look deeply in within. You see that you actually have a say over how you react, even during the tough moments. And then page 165, you need to know who you are, or you be told who you are. Loved ones and society can inundate you with opinions and information. Knowing your values could help you navigate the world and find a balance between embracing new ideas and not being told what to think about others. So these are the pages today. 163, 165. Now, I'm reading them first because I'm going to talk about the Bible verse we're going to put with it today. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to devote more with God, and I think I could do that with the Bible verse with these pages. So you can relate as a Christianity, and you can relate if you're not a believer yet and you want to believe God. This could be the answer for you, man. You know what I'm saying? And if not, if this is inspiration, that's all that matters to me, man. If I could help anyone want to go to Christianity, or anyone wants to understand about God, or not even just understand about God, just how it can relate into your life and how can we get improved. This is the vibes. This is the channel. Shorts is going to be a lot of things, short version, and this is going to be long versions of pages. And then we're going to be with a Bible verse, and that's what I'm adding more. So, on Isaiah chapter 43, verses 8 through 19, it says, "Forget the former things, do not dwell on the past, and see I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up, do you not perceive it? Am I making a way in the wilderness, in the streams, in the wasteland?" Now, I want you to really take a minute, right? The pages I did and what we're doing right now. How would you connect these pages in with the Bible verse I did today? So, I'm gonna break each one. Page 163 goes right away with what I'm talking. This Bible verse really about forgetting the former things. Do not dwell in the past, right? Because as page 163, we're talking about throw idea that letting go is quick is only needed on once. The bigger the hurt, the deeper it is carved into the mind. Unbinding old patterns and building healthy response to life are long-term projects. Healing requires patience and repetition. It is be intentional, do not give up. So, how does that relate to what I just talked about? I'm gonna read it again, but I'm gonna read a little bit of the part that you can see. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? Am I making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland? Because if we don't dwell in the past, right, we forget the former things, right? But what this talks about, 163, we're talking about how letting go is not going to be quick. So yes, let's forget, right? But letting go of it, it's going to take, depending how much the hurt is. Because the deeper it is into your mind, right, then the more it's going to take longer. But you have to not give up. That's the one thing first. And secondly, you have to be patient. And you have to constantly do this. Because every situation, it's going to be practice and practice. You get a heart broke. Boom. Okay. It hurts. But it's going to take a while for you to recover. You know, when you just got heart broke, it's not going to, I'm going to be cool. No, you're not. It's going to heal. It's going to take you a while to heal. So, while we're trying to forget it and don't dwell on it, understand that it's going to take a while for it to, you know what I'm saying? It's going to take a while for it to happen. And that's why I wanted to bring something about forgetting of it and to let you know. And this page was telling us, okay, just understand that it's going to take longer depending on how damage it did to yourself. how much that pain really, how much that suffering and pain you endured, how much did you dealt with. So then, okay, 163 in the Bible verse works, right? How will you do that with 164? When we're like, easy to point fingers, when you look, it's easy to blame people, right? But when you look in yourself, you see how you actually have a say over how you react, even during the tough moments. So this has nothing to do with it. But what this does happen, it says, when you're, and this is different, it's not with the Bible verse no more, I feel like, but we can still put it apart. Let me break it down with you. Is sometimes, right, you want to blame people, cool. But when you look in yourself and look how you react on certain times, even during those moments, you got to look deeply in within yourself. Because let's say you're going through that pain. Let's go back to 163. Let's say you're going through that pain, right? Okay, you're going through it. So in a tough moment, anytime, you could crash out immediately because you're still heartbroken. You're trying to heal and accept it and move on and let go and forget, right? But another tough moment just came up. So you're reacting in your way. What we're saying in that moments, when we're in those bad moments, when we're trying to heal and stuff, and then we're gonna have tough moments come at us, look in yourself. Look at yourself sometimes. Before you even try to blame someone, look at yourself. Look what you say in those moments. Make sure you really correct on what you're saying out. Because there's a book I'm going to be talking about, and then 4 Agreements is a great book. You got to read it. Because the first thing, and he relates it to God, and that's going to be a good book we're going to break down. But he says the first agreement is to be impeccable with your word. Meaning, those things you said in those tough moments, they have power over yourself. Because word is God, as we talked about in John. So you forgot that, and you got to understand what you said in those moments. You got to look in yourself. Like, did I really mean to say that? You got to look in yourself sometimes and watch how you say things, because certain times your words have power that could hurt people, hurt your loved ones, hurt this and that. Even if you're trying to heal from page 163, you got to still watch what you're saying. Come on, man. If you got nothing nice to say, don't say it. Even if you're not in a good mood, don't say nothing bad. Just be silent. Just be quiet. Because that's better than being rude and being being a horrible person. And that's how we could put it with 164 is, when you're doing that new thing, right? When things are moving on, cool, you forgot it. But God is going to understand and say, look, it's going to be a situation to see if you have passed it already. We're going to see have you healed. We're going to see this and that. Tough moment's going to pop up. You got to do what is necessary to do in that moment. You have to grow in these moments. So you're going to have situations again like that, but it's going to be different, and it's going to be some way you could do better than before. Because it's all about doing your best, but it's all about learning from failing, learning from your sufferers, and learn how to heal and improve, but become the best version you could be. And be impeccable with your word, meaning like to watch what you say in these tough moments. And that's what I'm going to 164. Now, I'm sorry going everywhere, but that's how I feel when I'm talking about 164. Your word is more, your mouth, what you say in those moments could hurt people, and it could be power. It could lead to whoever you said it for a long time. It could lead to distrust relationships. It could lead to a lot of things. So watch what you say, because you really going to have to look in yourself and understand, maybe was that the necessary thing to say? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was not. And that's what we're saying 164. Now, the last page, 165. And how can we relate to the verse with this, right? And that's always great, bringing a Bible verse and see how we relate. It might relate to one page, but how do I keep moving on and saying how to relate? You might relate to 163, and you can still relate to 164. 165, you need to know who you are. That's what basically we're saying. You better know, or they're going to let you know who they think you are. They're gonna say things that it's gonna switch your mind with opinions, information. But you gotta know your own values and to move around this world, man. So find a balance and to embrace new ideas and being told what to think by others. Meaning, like, and this has nothing to do by verse. It seems like we can't put nothing with it. But you should not let people change your purpose. People change, who you are, when you know your values, you know your beliefs and everything. You should not let no one change. You can embrace new ideas for that, but you should not let them change that. Being told what you should not. How can I say it in the best way? You shouldn't care what they got to say if they never been in your shoes. That's one. Two, you can embrace these ideas that can benefit you and help you in your life, but you shouldn't do things that feels like it's being, you need to fix this because it's disgusting. You need to fix this because, it's unnecessary. You have to learn that on your own self. People can tell you what things they can say. They feel like you need to do expectation, whatever. They can't do that to you because you have to learn it to yourself. What is wrong with myself? I got to fix. What are new ideas I can bring in my core that can benefit my life? What things I can take out, bad habits that I can improve and get good habits. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to understand in this. Either you gonna be who you need to be. You know who you are, or they're gonna tell you and you're gonna switch to what they want you to be, and that's what you don't need to be. God made you in this world to be what he wants you to be, but he knows you're going to have to go through his vision, his plan, the ups and downs, like a roller coaster, the struggles, the pain, the heartbreaks, the deaths, everything. To understand everything about yourself deeply, to understand what beliefs that you need to be, you could bring more ideas in, release bad habits, become the person you need to become. That's what you need to understand. What you need to change, that's what you need to accept and, I need to change this. Not when someone tell you, hey, when you understand that I might have to change some things, I might have to do something different because you know that you're better than this. You know what I'm saying? So don't let people switch who you need to be, but listen to it and understand what you can embrace, what you can embrace these new ideas, see what you can change in your core, but don't change what your whole core, what your values, what you bring it to this world, man. Should never do that. God made you for a reason. You came in this world for a reason. So don't ever forget that. Forget what I just said in this page. Understand you are meant to be in this world. I'm not talking about outside. I'm not talking about the rain. I'm not talking about this car. I'm not even talking about these books. I'm not talking about verse. I'm talking about you are important, man. So as, you know what I'm saying, I gotta check. You know what I'm saying, I gotta check. You know what I'm saying. So look, I'm gonna do a little prayer. Whenever you've seen this, close your eyes with me and let's get into prayer. Dear Father God, I wanted to give prayers to whoever's watching this at any single time. Know that yes, things are going to get rough. Things are going to be time. Things are going to get, impactful and stuff. But they should listen to what was speaking on the verse today of don't dwell on the past and forget about it. It's going to be tough during the road of it. It's going to be tough to, depending how bad it was. But know that if they come to you, Lord, they heal. The healing's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen over time, overnight, but it's gonna happen sooner than later. And if they accept it and let go, then the healing process could start. So whoever's going through a lot, Lord, please be them in their life. Please give them with the love, the support they need, but let them be there in those darkest moments. They think that no one's around, Lord. Let them know that you're around and you love them, God. And then lastly, I want to give a prayer to whoever's following me, whoever's watching this, for the subscribers or anyone. I wanted to say, God, please protect their families, whatever they're going through, situations. Please make sure they're able to enjoy their family, the people who raised them, but also if they have problems with family, with the family members they can hang out, the people they love. Make sure they understand that matters in this world more than anything else. It don't matter about the money, statures, anything. It matters about the love we bring to the people that we really love, that we call family, our siblings, or even even if you have a wife or a husband with a kid, even your grandkids, your kids, you know what I'm saying? No matter what, they're family for a reason, blood or not. Even your friends who you deeply care as a little brother or sister or whatever the case may be, best friends, your gango, your mandem, all of them, please understand and make sure they are right. Check on them, Lord. Let them make sure they check their people, make sure they hang out, make sure they spend that time, because they never know when it's going to be the last day, God. And I wanted to say, God, shout out to you for this wonderful blessing. I know every day I'm going to try to get better with this, but thank you so much for doing what I needed to do. Let me get better from this and try to understand how can I do better with doing these videos, not just for views and just views of my own self, to get better communication to this world, how I want to bring about the Bible, but also bring about the books I read that could be matter to give you knowledge and everything, God. But thank you so much, Lord. Hopefully we all have a great day for the rest of this week, the rest of September by the time they watch this, and the rest of this, end of this summer to fall, hopefully this season fall, if all of us could be well, God, and let us all have a great day. In Jesus' name we all say amen. That's all I got to say, man. I hope you all be safe. No matter what, you matter in this world. No matter what, it sucks. It sucks to go through what you went through, but you're going to get better and better. I promise. You feel me? You feel me? But adios. I'm out. See ya.